Arlington, Texas, Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 10 carries, 63 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 62 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Chicago.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
4-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yep.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Cruz on the crossing route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A first down carry by Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. From the gun, here's Gone. That's complete right around the 8. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Bears first down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll run on first down. Peters. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Second and a yard.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A run by Elliott, a good one on first down, as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process, when he came out about...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 3-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Number 16.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago! These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he comes back with one complete.
Complete to number 16.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 3rd down, it's Peters, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Chicago! And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, Connor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 4. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Goff. Got an open man. It's Washington. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Goff. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
And 7.
Now Goff. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break here. Goff. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We now proceed to the start of the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. So here are the Bears to take over on offense.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Goff. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they... brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Live has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the down is first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good for a
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jared Goff, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and
The Chicago offense set to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
brings up 2nd and
Back to throw here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago.
touchdown.
A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Makes the score Bears 42.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out, as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about Do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff. On the left side, Gallup's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the pickup, it's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing again is Goff. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 42-yard line.
Again, Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Bears.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd down.
There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Less than a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. He's got Cruz complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Got an open man. It's Washington. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.